Hi everybody, it's Julia, your trusted travel expert, helping you find that je ne sais quoi wherever you are in the world. And today I want to talk a little bit about the topic of luxury. That's sort of been a topic of conversation in my different travel agency forums that I'm a part of. And it's really interesting because luxury really means different things to different people. So, if I publish a luxury trip or I talk about how something might be luxurious, or falls in the luxury category, I don't want you to automatically turn off and think, oh, that's going to be super expensive, or oh, I'm not a luxury client, that's not for me, because really luxury means different things to different people. And so what I might be referring to as luxurious is right up your alley for luxury. And so I sort of did a little impromptu poll of the different things that people think of when they think of luxury. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. It's space. It's having the biggest, best suite, either in the hotel or the ship, wherever you might be, or maybe renting a whole big villa and having a tons of space to yourself, having a lot of privacy. That is very much luxurious to a lot of people, and that's kind of one of the more obvious things. And that does usually come with a price tag. Let's be honest. Having the biggest room or a big, huge villa by yourself is probably going to run a pretty penny, but that's okay. That's what works for some people. Some people don't care. Service obviously is a big one, and I think that's kind of universal. That sort of 6-star service where they know your name the moment you arrive. They anticipate your needs. Yes, there's champagne waiting for you that's chilled. Yes, here, let me refill that for you. Turn down is done. All kinds of little touches where your needs are anticipated and you don't have to really think about or ask for anything. Butler service is very popular for this. There's butler service in everything from all-inclusive resorts to cruising, and having someone unpack for you. Just having someone there to take care of you is definitely on a lot of people's list for luxury, and so that's another category. Experiences are usually really what show up when people are talking about luxury. And I'm talking about everything from having exclusive access to, like a museum, or like I was on an escorted tour and had private access to the St. Mark's Cathedral at night. After closing, we were the only people in there, and sure, there were 30 of us or so, but we were the only people in there, and it was dark, and they slowly lifted the lights. That to me is luxurious, those sort of once in a lifetime things. For you, it might be the experience of seeing a lion in Africa, or it might be seeing a polar bear. Those kinds of experience definitely can be, luxury for people. Similar to that, but with a little tweak, for some people, luxury is really getting deep with the culture of a place. It's those interactions with locals, everything from cooking with a family or a grandma in Tuscany, that's a really popular one, to getting blessed by monks in Cambodia, or seeing the sunrise over Angkor Wat and understanding why they built it the way they did, and feeling the spirituality of that. There are countless cultural experiences. Visiting a Masai Mara village, and seeing the villagers like jump in Kenya, that's been on my bucket list. That to me screams luxury, even though you're in a super rural, dirty, camp with mud floors and you're not dressed up. But to me, that's still luxury. For some people, it's just scenery, and it's just the luxury of seeing a beautiful place on this earth, whether it's the Grand Canyon, or whether it's the blue water of Tahiti, or whether it's Mount Kilimanjaro. There are special places on this earth, and tons of them, that are either natural scenery like Antarctica, or man-made scenery like Machu Picchu. And being able to say, like, yes, I saw that, I experienced that for a lot of people is luxury. And that's one I definitely also really recommend, or really connect with as well, because for me, seeing just the beautiful places on this earth, like Milford Sound in New Zealand is just one of the most stunning places, and I am so fortunate that I got to see it. Now, was I in a 5-star ship when I saw it? No, I was in a like backpacker ship. It was not crazy expensive. So again, don't always equate luxury with finances, because really the number one thing that people say is luxury to them is having the time. It's having the time to decompress, to not be stressed, to spend time with their loved ones, whether it's friends or family, and just really enjoy themselves. Really like take a breather from the everyday life. You know, we get so busy in our everyday life of going from here to that appointment, to this meeting, to, you know, this social obligation, that sometimes, even if it's just, you know, a weekend away at the beach that you always go to, just the time to be quiet and be with yourself and be with your loved ones. I mean, that to a lot of people is the most luxurious thing they can ask for. So I just really want you to think about like what luxury means to you, and make sure that you tell either me or whatever travel consultant you're working with that that is what is important to you. You know, is it the culture? Is it the interactions with people? You know, is it the time? Is it the space? Is it the 6-star service? Because if that's what's most important to you, that really helps me figure out which trip experience is going to be best for you. And that's really what I am, is I'm, you know, matchmaking. So it's important for me to find out what is a luxury to you so that I can help provide it. So that's it for this week. I hope that got your brain spinning a little bit. If you have any questions or want to talk about luxury travel with me, you know I'm here. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.